I bullied a guy in my class for being Indian his entire life, and now he stole my girlfriend. To be quite honest, I have always been rude and cruel to people. I was fortunate to be born into an amazing family with rich parents and to be in a relationship with my girlfriend whom I began dating when we were 14 years old. My girlfriend is the most attractive, beautiful, kind and hardworking person I've ever met, and she's the prettiest in town. Our mothers were childhood friends, and that is how we first met. The thing is, I was a bully growing up, made life difficult for many poorer kids. There was this Indian guy I despised more than anyone else, and I treated him the harshest. I bullied him, called him names, and mocked his culture, traditions, clothing style and habits. To be honest, the guy had never done anything to me. He was always alone, but I despised him because of my prejudice toward foreigners. This guy and his family had relocated to Colorado from Texas. He was the sole minority in class when we were in elementary school. Another reason why I picked on him more than the others is because he was always staring at my girlfriend. He ogled her every day. There were a lot of guys doing it at school, but I was most offended when this Indian did it. I don't know why, I just got triggered. We all attended the same high school too, and my problems with him persisted even there. I was expelled after socking him outside the principal's office. So the bullying continued outside of high school. Every time I waited for my girlfriend to pick her up, I prepared to ridicule him as he exited. When my girlfriend started attending college, my father suddenly passed away. Following my father's death, I went through a period of sadness and vented my fury on my girlfriend. I called her names and ridiculed her a lot during this time, once telling her that the only way she can make me feel better is by going down on me, even though I knew she was on her period and not in the mood. She sobbed practically nightly. Despite my harsh demeanor, she was kind-hearted and continuously sought to soothe me. She alleviated the mood. During this time, I noticed that the Indian guy, Rashaj or whatever the F this curry muncher's name was, and my girlfriend were becoming more intimate. He and my girlfriend had the same education in college and collaborated on a project. She began meeting him outside of class to collaborate on their project, in the school library, a coffee shop, and occasionally at his apartment. When I found out, I started having large disagreements with my girlfriend. She tried to explain that it was homework, but I stated I didn't care because I disliked that filthy brown stain. Day after day, the same subject. Last November, I freaked out and we had a major fight. I was so enraged that I told her to leave the house and called her a korma pee-pee sucker and asked her if his pee-pee tasted like curry. She left our apartment, teary-eyed and distraught. I didn't call her for a whole week. I was so furious and angry. So, when I cooled down a week later, I went to her parents' home to bring her home. They ignored me and urged me to leave, threatened to call the cops if I knocked on their door again. I was very startled. I assumed that my girlfriend was still sad and angry, and that she needed more time. A few days later, I received a call from my best friend, and he told me something I never expected to hear. I found out that he witnessed my girlfriend and that Indian guy making out downtown, and they strolled hand in hand down by the mall. I was stunned, outraged, and unable to believe what I was hearing. My girlfriend was actually cheating on me with this papadum. I then spoke with her mother, who revealed that her daughter had never stayed with them since she left our apartment. She apparently went straight to the guy and stayed in his place the entire time, unbeknownst to me. She didn't return my calls, and I attempted to contact her in every manner. I finally went to the guy's place to talk to her, but she refused to meet me. Later that day, I received a phone call from an anonymous number. It was him. He informed me that he and my girlfriend were in a relationship and that he didn't want to see me near his home. Those words cut through my heart like a knife. I yelled and cursed at him, went absolutely insane, before he ended the call. I've been depressed ever since, and the last 3 months have been horrible.